What's up, guys? This is the Jose Show. Happy Thursday. All right, now let's get to the action, shall we? Well, Austin Butler's back in action on set filming scenes for his new movie Caught Stealing, and he's got some star-studded company teaming up with none other than Bad Bunny. So, the rapper was almost unrecognizable in a dark red hairdo and matching beard as the cameras rolled in New York City Wednesday, and Oscar nominee Austin was splattered with fake blood, so you can bet your bottom dollar they're diving deep into the gritty crime thriller. Okay, so anyways, it looks like they got a lot of action in the can during the evening shoot for Darren Aronofsky's upcoming film. At one point, Austin and Bunny were locked in an intense scene, cruising around in a car. In another scene, Zoe Kravitz joined Austin in a bar setting. All right, so anyways, the movie is based on Charlie Huston's novel of the same name. It follows burned-out baseball player Hank Thompson, played by Austin, as he gets dragged into the rough criminal underworld of 1990s New York City. Okay, so as for Bad Bunny, he's been juggling music and movies like a pro. He also recently snagged a role in the Happy Gilmore sequel with Adam Sandler. Alright, so this is really interesting that Austin Butler and Bad Bunny are going to be working together, because personally I think that it's a bad mixture, because Bad Bunny is more of a reggae artist than he is of a freaking actor, and Austin Butler is such a good actor. He's handsome and he's been doing it for so many years now. I think that if you're going to be having somebody work with Austin Butler, you're going to have somebody as talented as Chris Evans, somebody as talented as Ryan Reynolds or as Ryan Gosling, but not this guy, Bad Bunny. Because Bad Bunny, man, I can't imagine just how much of a horrible actor he is, and just how unprofessional he is in front of the camera, and then especially when it comes to being in movies. Like, can't he just get, like, I don't know, a small role, like maybe a cameo at least, if he wants to be in the freaking big screen? Because I believe that that's like the furthest that he should be getting as far as what I think. I mean, I feel like later on, if Bad Bunny ends up getting, the experience and it being a better actor, then he should be working alongside Austin Butler, but not now. And I just can't imagine the chemistry that's going to happen in between Austin Butler and Bad Bunny too, because honestly, I just don't see the mix with Austin's personality and Bad Bunny's personality. Because, Austin is just very nice and sweet and, very down to earth. And Bad Bunny, I don't know, man. I mean, he already dated a Kardashian or a Jenner not so long ago. So, I mean, that's already saying how much he just isn't a no-no for the big screen. And I'm not trying to judge the Jenners and the Kardashians. I'm just saying this because I just feel like the Jenners and the Kardashians are just not that good of an influence, in my opinion. But even though still Bad Bunny is just a whole no-no, because his personality, yet again, is just so off for being in the big screen. So anyways, good luck to these two in this movie, and let's see how far this movie is gonna get. Now on to the next topic. Now let's talk about Lady Gaga, shall we? So Lady Gaga was channeling full Harley Quinn vibes, dripping in wackiness as she strutted out of the after party for the London premiere of Joker. So, exiting London's Nomad Hotel, the star rocked a bodysuit covered with bleeding faces stitched together, and of course she paired it with matching stockings and towering baby blue platforms, because when does Gaga ever do low-key anyways? So, anywho, Gaga rolled up to the after party with her fiancé Michael Polanski in a striped blue and beige dress, quirky checkered tights, and another pair of platform heels. So, the premiere kicked off in true Gaga style as she made a jaw-dropping entrance in a dramatic red Celine by Hedy Slim Monet dress, bold blue eyeshadow, and a glittery tear streaming down one eye for that extra chaotic Harley touch. Okay, so it was no rest for Gaga, who was out Thursday morning at the Corinthia London Hotel for the movie's photo call. So, Lady Gaga stars opposite Joaquin Phoenix's Arthur Fleck, aka the Joker, in the much-anticipated sequel to the 2019 Joker, set to hit theaters October 4. Okay, so this is really amazing that Lady Gaga is going to be in a movie like this because it really fits her having to be in a movie like this because Lady Gaga has always been good at the creepy looks and she's always been good at the creepy styles because I've noticed that with her album Born This Way, with her album R Pop, with her album Chromatica, with her album the fame, that she's just so good at the creepiness. It just comes out so natural from Lady Gaga, and I love it. I believe that Lady Gaga really just has that personality in order to actually fit into that style. And I mean it in a really good way, by the way, because I believe that so many people out there would love to have that creepy side that Lady Gaga has. And by the way, since Lady Gaga's really good at this creepy stuff, I'm pretty sure that she's going to do a really good job in this movie. Because, I mean, if you are really good at doing the creepy stuff when it comes to a movie like this, you're really going to nail it, ladies and gentlemen. And there is no freaking doubt that she's going to end up getting a freaking Oscar nomination for this. And she's going to end up getting a Golden Globe nomination for this. And a bunch of other nominations. And maybe she might win this time. Who knows? Because of how good she is. Like, my goodness, I'm pretty sure she's gonna make Joaquin Phoenix so freaking proud at this point that Joaquin Phoenix is definitely gonna have a standing ovation for the woman because of how good she is going to do. Okay, so, anyways, I believe that her outfit, by the way, in this after party just looks so funny and it looks so cool at the same time because, I mean, this outfit is just coming to show that Lady Gaga doesn't give a flip on what people have to say about her or think about her wearing this outfit, and she's just having a really good time, and she's basically trying to give out those Halloween vibes at an early time anyways on a September. So that's another thing. And then that red hair, man, that red hair really makes her look very cool and very creepy. And yet again, I kind of can't recognize her in a way because I'm so used to seeing Lady Gaga with her, blonde hair or with her brown hair, I guess you can say it is. But definitely not with red hair, especially because she's wearing sunglasses in the photo that she got taken. So, anyways, good luck to Lady Gaga on the premiere of The Joker. I believe it's going to be a really cool one, that's for sure. Now, on to the next topic. Now, let's talk about Halsey. So, Halsey celebrated Bi Visibility Day in an unconventional way this year, sharing an update from the hospital following a very scary health incident. So, the singer took to Instagram Wednesday where she uploaded a belated Bi Visibility Day post which featured her lying in a hospital bed as her fiance Evan Jogia looked on. So, according to the hitmaker, she spent the day celebrating by dying with a man by my side, though she clarified she wasn't actually near death and it was just a joke. So Halsey later took to X to assure fans she's on the mend, confirming she experienced a very scary seizure, which prompted her hospitalization. So she continued, "I'm home from the hospital now after a few days, so a win is a win." Okay, so fans were understandably very concerned given Halsey's number of health issues over the years. In fact, back in June, the pop star said she was lucky to be alive, which inspired her to write an album about her journey. Okay, so then in August, Halsey addressed being diagnosed with lupus and Sjogren syndrome on the She MD podcast. Okay, so anyways, she shared at the time, "I was getting sick very often. I was losing a lot of weight." So prior to this, Halsey confirmed she was diagnosed with endometriosis in 2016 after experiencing a miscarriage, later undergoing a number of surgeries to combat the pain she faced at the time. Okay, so anyways, this is really scary. I'm so glad that Halsey is doing perfectly fine now and that now she is still alive and that she is able to talk about this with us. Because the last thing that we need is for another artist to pass away this year. Like, we've had so many artists pass away this year and the year before that. It is so freaking crazy. And Halsey is way too young to pass away anyways. The woman is only like 30 years old. She is very talented. She's very cool. And also, she just got engaged to Evan Jogia, who, by the way, played Beck on Victorious, which I believe is crazy, by the way, that she got engaged to him. But anyways, so I believe that even Jogia, by the way, would definitely feel so sad and so lonely if he were to ever lose his fiance, because having to lose a fiance is like the worst feeling ever. And also, let's remember that um, Halsey is, the kind of girl that a lot of people love to be around, anyways. And the reason why I'm saying this is because she's like one of the realest, one of the most honest artists out there that doesn't shy away from how she feels and what she thinks. And she's somebody that is like a true inspiration to so many others out there that have looked up to her. And she definitely just doesn't want to leave this world. I'm pretty sure, that's for sure, because of those things and because of the fact that, she just feels like she definitely has a lot more ahead in her life, which I believe is true, by the way, because I mean, she's only 30 years old. She has more albums to do. She has more songs to do. She has a lot of other projects to do with her own life. The last thing that she needs is for her to pass away. So anyways, Halsey, you just keep on taking care of yourself, girl, and please do not ever try to let yourself get deteriorated or anything like that, okay? Now on to the next topic. Now let's talk about Kendra Wilkinson. So Kendra Wilkinson is looking back on her time partying with Sean Diddy Combs. So Wilkinson was a guest on the Kyle and Jackie O show Thursday, where she was asked about her time at the Playboy Mansion as well as her experience attending some of Diddy's parties, as well as details about his sex and drug-fueled parties emerged following his arrest. So this is what was being said. I remember just going to like one or two, but again, like I had a great time in my youth, Wilkinson said, referring to parties held by Diddy. I never saw anything really bad happening around me. Sex is sex, in my opinion, so I'm not saying that something bad didn't happen. I'm saying that nothing bad ever happened to me. Okay, so anyways, despite being pressed by the Australian radio host, Wilkinson, who once dated Playboy mogul Hugh Hefner, who was 60 years her senior, said she never saw anything out of the ordinary that she would normally see at a Playboy party. So anyways, speaking more generally about mansion parties, she added, I enjoyed my time while living at the mansion, and who you saw is what you got. I was just a fun, wild, young, dumb blonde, and I own it. Before reiterating, nothing bad ever happened to me. Okay, so Diddy was arrested on September 16 and charges of racketeering, as we all know. So this is really cool, and this is really interesting that this woman is revealing how she felt over at Sean Diddy Combs' parties, because we need more details on what happened in these parties. We can't just keep minding our own business, okay? Because we need to actually know what exactly Sean Diddy Combs was up to in these parties and what he was up to in other stuff, because it's just so scary just having to know all of the charges that he is facing, because these charges that he is facing aren't just minor charges, they are major charges that are already getting him into life in prison. And we need to know who got affected. We need to know who didn't get affected. We need to know how these people were really feeling the moment in being in these parties, because of the fact that, like I said, this guy is not a really good person, and he's been up to so many bad, suspicious things throughout so many years. But for Kendra Wilkinson to be saying that she was perfectly fine and that the party was fun and this and that, to me is very weird, because the first thing that I would expect is for Kendra Wilkinson to say something bad about this dude instead of saying something bad, instead of saying something good about this dude. Because come on now, we really have heard too much from this guy, okay? So this is just so freaking weird. Very weird. But I guess this girl is telling the truth, and that's all I gotta say. And I hope it's the truth. Now, that is it for today's show, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's beautiful episode of The Jose Show. Till next time, and peace.